Yeah, we're relieved because we're obviously the whole country at the moment is holding its breath. We're being told there's a wave on its way, so thankfully we're highly vaccinated. I myself have had my booster, and we're hopeful of getting other people boosters done as soon as possible. They haven't changed that much, in all honesty, because I think most football clubs got used to the protocols that were already set by the Premier League, and they actually continued to do that rather than, drop back into whatever the next plan was. So they've continued to do that and be as careful as you can, really. And so I feel that the majority of football clubs at the moment are being as deterrents to the COVID virus as we can be. Not that much. It's the next game, to be honest. I was manager there a month ago, and somebody made a decision where I'm not the manager anymore, and I'm not in control of that. So I move on very quickly. I'm enjoying life at Norwich, and it just so happens to be Aston Villa tomorrow. If it was Manchester City or Liverpool, it's the same. That I've got to get 3 points. I made a statement when I left that football club, and I stand by every word of it. And they've moved on, and I've moved on. Yeah, no, I don't. There's an advantage, obviously, that I know the strengths and weaknesses of all the players because I've brought the majority of them in. I think there's only John McGinn probably who I didn't bring into the football club. He was just before me. But I've worked with them all, so I know their strengths and weaknesses really well. But they also know what I'm about as well, so they'll know what I'll be looking to do and trying to do. So, and Stephen's got in there with his own ideas. So I obviously don't know what them ideas are, but watching the games, you're starting to learn a little bit about them, as they will be with my Norwich team as well. I think a lot of work, from the referees and their coaches. A lot of reviewing, a lot of reflections on the decision making that's happening out there at the moment. I understand, and I think all managers understand, that you can't have consistency from referee to referee because they'll sometimes see things differently, and you understand that. But what you want is during the 90 plus minutes, you want the decision making to be consistent in the game. That's the important thing, and that's what we're looking for. Yeah, no, it's a real crucial period. We've just gone through a 3-game week, last week or the week before, and now we've got another one now. And it's one where you can pick up points very quickly, or if you don't, others can do it around you. And so it's a really important part. But we can only just concentrate on the next game. We can control our performance. That's all we control. And our performances are moving in the right direction. We just need the results now. Yeah, there's no fracture, which is really pleasing. But he's going to be in a sling for the next 10 days. So he's going to be out for the foreseeable future. We're not sure how long yet. He's having a scan to find out whether there's any ligament damage. But the fact that he's in a sling isn't the best news for us. Gibbo will train today, so we'll see how he gets through training today. So I'm hopeful for him. Yeah, no, Andrew will be out still. He's got a stress response in his lower back, so that'll take time, probably a couple of weeks. But we're hopeful he'll be back, just after the Christmas period. Yeah, no, pretty much so. I mean, we've got a few lumps and bruises, obviously. Matthias Norman he hasn't trained yet, so he won't be ready. We were hopeful that he would come back a little bit quicker than he has. And Milo Rashiko's back out running on the grass, so hopeful to have him ready for Arsenal, I hope. Yeah, I actually welcome a selection headache at the moment because we've got a few players missing. But I thought he came in and did really well. He gave us some really good balance, played some really good football and put in a good defensive performance as well. So I was happy with him. Yeah, no, it was enjoyable working with Emmy. Real good lad, top player, fiery character as well, especially within training. Signed him for a reason because we knew he can compete at the top level in this league, and the Norwich supporters have only too well seen the qualities that he has. He's probably playing in a different formation now, in a different position to what Norwich players would have seen him in. So it'll be interesting to see how he does tomorrow. I said right from the outset that he's not the new Jack Grealish. He was, a new signing. they don't play similar. They're very different players, and you know, Emmy's had a bit of a troubled start in terms of getting injured, and then going away with the national team and having to come back and, you know, isolating for 10 days in Croatia. So it was a real stop-start period for him, which was tough. But he looks like he's getting closer to where all the Norwich City supporters have seen him before. But hopefully, you know, he can wait one more game.